First love, we were young and wild. We were up all night. You don't forget that summer sun, 2009. We were feeling high, and I got drunk for the first time. I thought I was cool. I thought I looked smooth in your eyes and tried to make a move. It was summertime, the time of our lives. You were on my mind, my ride or die. It was summertime, the time of our lives. You were on my mind, my ride or die. Yeah. You were on my mind, my ride or die. Yeah. You were on my mind, my ride or die. Yeah. Don't forget your first kiss. We were so damn high, we could touch the sky. Drunk on love, drunk on your lips. The feeling I will forever miss. And I got drunk for the first time. I thought I was cool. I thought I looked smooth in your eyes and tried to make a move. It was summertime, the time of our lives. You were on my mind, my ride or die. It was summertime, the time of our lives. You were on my mind, my ride or die. Yeah. You were on my.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
Vanity, welcome. Damn Coffee, welcome. Andrew, what's going on? Lady, welcome. Tiger's Abyss, otherwise known as Zach, what is up? Spiritual Essence and Goddess. And Geraldine, welcome everybody to the Tarot Oracle Show. We're here on a Friday night. We're just relaxing. Tonight is a relaxing night. Just sort of chill out, do some readings and all of that good stuff. I'm excited. Damn Coffee wants to be added to the list. Well, good news, Coffee, there is no list. Donations take priority and then I pick it at random. So we do donations first and then we do randomized. So I'll look around and I'll see if anything's decent that I like, if it's random. Elizabeth, what is going on? Good to see you. High Priest, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. And the Magician. I have no idea what the Magician said. They retracted their message, but luckily I have an app that sees everything. Magician says, I'm about to donate. Hold on. Oh, okay. All right. We're holding on. Anyway, let's see. What else we got? Well, we got the High Priest donated $1. Thank you, High Priest. I appreciate you. And we have a fraud analysis position. If I apply for this position, let's see, get an interview for this position. Let's see, if I apply, will I get an interview? Basically, you want to apply and see if you get the interview if you apply. Okay, I think I got it. I think I understand the crux of the question. So let's find out. By the way, the Tarot Tower is back. I fixed it. I had to kick it a couple of times, but I did indeed fix it. And while we're here, we are going to check out the Waterfall Tarot. By the way, the Waterfall Tarot is in stock. It is in stock. Link below if you want one of these. This is something that I created. So yeah, if you like this tarot deck, if you think it's cool and you want one, good news, I've got plenty. All right. So if I apply for this position, will I get an interview? Let's find out. Strength is looking good. Like first thing out of the gate is strength. And that's really kind of what you want to see with something like this. Maybe a Ace of Pentacles, maybe some Pentacles. We got some in here. So looking good overall. Yeah, we do have some disappointment. We do have some nice Pentacles. it's almost like that getting in the door here is sort of key, right? Because there may be some other opportunities once you're in the door, once you're sort of in that mode and sort of trying for the next thing, moving into the next big item, right? Two of Pentacles says there are some choices here. Not only may they have the fraud analysis position, but they could have some other things that you can hang on to as well, or you could apply for, or you could finally sort of try to get into, right? In other words, this particular place has more things that are going to be pretty useful to you in the long run. So that is going to be one of the key factors here is getting in the door, trying it out, and going for it. And Strength says that you have a lot of good possibilities, and the door is indeed open for this particular thing. Now, there is a bit of a disappointment or a rejection of something. Again, that's why I think that we have multiple things going on here. Hazel, thank you for your donation. Number one, I think they have a position for you, but it may not be the one that you're thinking of. Holding on to money and choices sort of give me this thing. Basically, you're on the right path. You're on the right route, but it just feels like that this is something that needs a little more work or needs a little more decision making in order for you to get it going 100%, basically. So I would apply for it and see what happens. And Maddie, thank you for your donation, and see what choices come up. Because I think the choices here are going to be your key point. I don't think there's a clear pathway in to this position. I don't think there's a clear pathway that's obvious with here. It's almost like a reversed star kind of reading, right? It doesn't seem like everything goes the way that we expect. There are some things happening. There are some changes. There are some challenges as we sort of get in here. Anyway, but Strength says go for it. Strength says move it and get it done. I think that is going to be the big possibility and the big thing going for you there as well. Anyway, so let's see what we got going on next. We got Dream Queen. Thank you for your donation. A question below for Dream Queen. Do you see Accenture inviting me to send a job there soon? We do have a lot of job reads tonight. It is a job kind of night. I mean, a lot of people are looking for a new job. There is a plethora of jobs apparently available, and everybody's trying to get in on what they can get in on. Everybody's picking up the pace after COVID and get some hiring done. And I got to say, it's pretty exciting out there right now as far as jobs are concerned. By the way, if you like this tarot, this is the Gentle Tarot. It is a great deck. I've had so much fun with this tarot. I'm telling you now, it is a fantastic deck. Looking at the same things over and over, a little bit of a harvest of stones as it goes, and the Ten of Wands. As far as inviting you to a job there, I'm going to say that the Ten of Wands says that is not something that you really want. You know, it's not something that you really want. I do think we have a fiery action, a little bit of an overload with that. Death says there's not enough there in order for you to get excited about, or there's not enough there to keep you interested or to keep you sort of on track, right? The Magician, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. The Harvest of Stones as well says it could be a little bit strict on the competition as it goes along. So the competing element, the competition feel, some of the challenges that we have going on in there kind of feel, it just doesn't seem to work. It just doesn't seem to work as well as you would hope as far as that goes. So, I mean, I'm just going to say that, it looks kind of challenging, basically. It looks challenging. So anyway, let's see what is going on next. What do we got going here? All right, next on the list, we got Hazel. How far will the current job take me? I mean, it is a job night. It looks like a job night. So that's going to be good for us. That is going to be good for us indeed. Let's go for this one. We haven't used this one in a hot minute. It has been a minute. By the way, if you're new here, this is my tarot tower. It holds 80 decks of cards, and I love it. There's a lot of great things in that tarot tower. We got a nice selection of cards. We got a lot of things happening within there. And that holds my main deck selection, right? We do have 2 tarot towers, and I am building a 3rd this weekend. But overall, that's pretty exciting as far as how it goes. Let's see. How far the current job take me? 5 of Swords, not far. 9 of Wands, High Priestess, and the Hierophant. If you're looking for expansion, right? You're looking for expansion. It seems that you need something else to get the expansion that you desire. Okay, that's basically it, right? Boo Boo, thank you for joining us tonight. How are you doing? Good to see you as always. Looking for an expansion, okay? It almost seems like you need more knowledge. That could, ooh, look, I got my move goal from doing tarot. That could be a variety of situations. Number 1, you could be in a situation where you just need more knowledge, maybe some more certifications, maybe some training, maybe some on-the-job training, maybe something where you can get more experience as far as that, right? But the current job can take you farther with more training, with more experience, and as we go, through the training experience part. The High Priestess is a knowledge card, and it does say you need something else. As is, you may not get where you need to be. Hierophant does require a little more beef. It does require a little more essence in order for you to get that next big thing, to get the promo, to get a little more of the money. 9 of Wands says some other people are a bit on the challenging side. In other words, you got to compete a little bit, or you do have to sort of go forth and work a little bit harder in order to get where you need to go in the job. But the 5 of Swords says that, do you want to, right? Do you want to? That's sort of the question that we have here. Because Hazel, this is one of those readings where you have to evaluate how important is sort of where I'm at. How important is this current job to my satisfaction? Or if I move up through there, will I be as satisfied or as content as if I went someplace else and did something different? Right? So you got to evaluate, where are my priorities? Is this really kind of where I want to be at the end of the day? And that's sort of basically the question that you have to ask yourself, because there are some situations to where you indeed could move up in the job. You could be going quite well and everything could be fantastic. But once you get there, you're like, is this something I really want? At the end of the day, is this something that I really, really want to do? But that's basically the question, right? That's basically the question. So it's just asking you, where are your priorities in here? Overall, if you want to, you can. It's a matter of getting more knowledge, getting more certifications, getting some more beef in that job. But yes, you can move up. That's how far will it take you? It'll take you quite a ways, depending upon your work, depending upon, how much effort you're willing to put into that. But again, if that's your dream job, you said, then yeah, you can go far there, but you're going to need more knowledge. That could be going back to school to get something. That could be getting a bunch of certifications. That could be expanding how you want to approach the job in general. Anyway, but that is just what the tarot cards say tonight. Just a little bit of the tarot action, the tarot cards as it goes. All right, the future for me and this Pisces, Maddie, I gotta say, you are pretty enthralled with this Pisces. I have to say that. You are a bit enthralled with this Pisces. So let's get some thought and get some good beef going on the Pisces. Try to find out where the Pisces is going to take us, what kind of opportunities the Pisces is going to have. You know what I mean? All right, we have a birthday reading for Chico. Here we go. Chico, we get a birthday reading indeed. That's sort of, Sunflower, do you want me to replace the princess with the Chico icon? I'm just asking. I'm just kind of curious. And yeah, happy indeed. So we got a birthday celebration for a dog here. Got a birthday celebration. That's kind of what we need. You know what I mean? Where is my birthday thing? Here it is.
Happy birthday!
We have a birthday celebration indeed. All right, we got two watery signs here. Maddie, it's looking interesting. It's looking interesting indeed. Man, two water signs. I mean, I'm just saying, an abundance of water we have here indeed. We have an abundance of it, lots and lots of it. So the Thoth is really rocking it tonight. The Thoth is laying it out. The Thoth is letting you know. The Thoth is really sort of getting in that mode of this is our priority and this is where we need to be. Okay, let's go through this in detail. The first thing that you have is, wow, they really make you feel comfortable. They really do. Is it a good thing? Okay, make you feel comfortable in good ways, but they do sort of make you get out of your normal habits. They drag you into directions you normally wouldn't go. Right? And that's a good thing, kinda. I think because they open up some of your vulnerabilities that you haven't sort of exposed before, no pun intended, it does sort of poison the well a little bit. When something hurts extra. It's not like it just is a little bit painful or it is a little bit challenging or, just kind of a little bit on the side. It's more of a ouch that really affects me. And I think it's, again, because they know where to get. They know how to do things that make you sort of be more vulnerable than you have been possibly to some other people. Blah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. But again, that hurts, right? Because we're more opened up. We're more in that mode. Now, overall, they offer you a lot of things that you don't like at the end of the day. They haul things in that you don't want to deal with. They bring in factors, they bring in things that you don't want to see. And overall, it feels really weird having this person around, basically for various reasons. Overall, you're looking at a good match. Now, this is an interesting card. Not only are you looking at a good match, but you're looking, because basically this is in Cancer. I mean, if you can't see this is in Cancer. But it's Venus in Cancer. The title of the card's love. You're looking at this connection that will go midterm to midterm maximum. In other words, it's not a long-term relationship. If that's okay with you, that's good. Because the better part of this interaction is going to be your growth throughout the relationship, right? So if you're looking for a future, looking for a lot of things being dragged in that you don't want to deal with, if you're looking for a midterm maximum relationship, I think this is it. But the expansion and the growth factor with this particular person really has a lot of potential. So there is an extremely detailed reading on all of that good stuff. Anyway, Magician. Magician wants to know, how does my ex feel about me talking to the Sagittarius dude? Should we show Magician a magic trick? I mean, just a rhetorical question here. Should we show Magician a magic trick? You know what I mean? So Magician, we're coming in to buy some tarot decks, right? We need some tarot, and all we have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All we have is $5. We don't have much more. But with a snap of our fingers, we can get a lot more. In fact, we can get $100. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, $100. $100 that we can go and we can play around with. That is going to be the fun part. Okay. Anyway, the Magician. Okay. Now you're talking to somebody new. I imagine we're going to get the Three of Cups right now. I mean, that sort of makes the most sense. Imagine we're going to get the Three of Cups right now. And let's find out if that's going to be the case with using this one right here, which is the Lightseer's Tarot. Lightseer's Tarot does have a lot of good info, a lot of good information here. And, that is hopefully what we're going to find out, because a lot of times we'll be talking to somebody else and it won't work out well. Oh my. how does the ex feel about that? It's almost like they don't care. It's almost like they really don't care at all, you know? I mean, that sort of makes sense. The star is interesting. It's almost like that you're going to be coming back to this person. Are you coming back to your ex? I mean, bottom line, right? Let's find out. Bottom line, yes or no? Are you coming back to the ex? Are you coming back to this person eventually? Because it certainly looks like it. It certainly feels like star. This is somebody that you have an opportunity to come back to. This is somebody that does present that opportunity to you. And I think that you end up taking it. I think that you end up taking it indeed. We have the Knight of Pentacles. You sort of enjoyed that relationship a little bit. Judgment, coming back card, returning to the relationship card, and the Sun having the relationship go on once more. Again, it feels like you're coming back to your ex. I don't think they care. I don't think they care at all. Basically, that's what it feels like. This is sort of a very impromptu, very assuming reading, but I'm just reading the cards as it goes, right? Because judgment could mean a lot of different things. The Sun could mean some other different things. Bookmark, thanks for your donation. I appreciate that. I'm just telling you where it goes. I mean, Magician says, no, I will never go back. Cut off all communication with them. Again, I'm telling you what the cards say. In my opinion, I'm telling you what the cards say. I think the Sagittarius dude is a pretty decent person. It ends kind of oddly with the Sagittarius dude, but that's basically what I see. I know the Magician's kind of new, and I showed a magic trick and whatnot. But that's sort of how the read goes. I mean, we had the star, this connection, a guiding light as far as where you want to go next, what you want to do next. You did have some interesting interactions. It was kind of maybe abusive. There was some things that come out overall, but you have a sort of returning card and an opportunity for a return card. And the Sun being next to Judgment sort of lightens up the cards. Anyway, that is. Could be in denial. Maybe. I don't know. But I mean, I just read them like they come. And that's what I do. All right, let's go for a doggy tarot for the doggy birthday. I mean, let's all celebrate the happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
For Chico, and we need to change the question around. We need to find out the birthday reading for Chico. How is Chico going to enjoy the birthday, right? Maybe there's some magical things in there. Maybe there's some things happening with Chico, but we need the Four of Earth. It is interesting. The birthday, they seem to almost just love running around. This is like an action-packed birthday. It feels like there's a lot of running around. Don Ron, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. It seems that there's a lot of running around, a lot of interesting things, a lot of action that is happening with this particular dog. And the Four of Earth says, hey, this is going to be one of those birthdays where we're just going to expend a lot of energy. We're going to run around. We're going to have some fun. And that is it indeed. Two of Sky and the Empress. Tarot Addiction, thanks for your donation. I appreciate that. The Empress does say it is time to eat a lot. I mean, you're looking at the Empress right next to some food, maybe some popcorn. They are consuming quite a few calories on this birthday indeed. So, you know, they're not afraid. They're not afraid to get that going. Not afraid to get that going full steam. Geraldine, thanks for your donation. I appreciate you. Two of Sky is the most interesting one indeed. They do seem to want to chase a lot of things. So that, you know, they want to chase a lot of things. They want to do the running around. So it's very activity oriented indeed. Eating the whole cake and sort of sleeping, see, it kind of finalizes it, you know, but very oriented towards fire and sort of relaxing after expending all of that energy and, of course, eating the whole cake, you know. All right, Blood, you see progressing things going on with the A job. Blah, let's find out by using this deck here. We have a nice little deck over here. I love this deck. By the way, if you don't know what this is, it is the Modern Witch Tarot. All over the place, running around. I mean, that's kind of where you have to be. That's kind of where you need to be at the end of the day. If you're a dog, is running around, getting all of that energy out of you, you know? Because if you keep it in, you're going to end up just chewing through a wall or a chair or a table or something. I don't know. You're going to end up chewing something that you don't want chewed. Okay. How do we see things progressing? Slowly is for sure. I mean, there is that slow feel, slowly moving, slowly sort of creeping along with that. This is a good job. I mean, this is a good job indeed. Hierophant says this is going to be something that definitely gets your attention. It finds the right spot. It really sort of hits the spot or makes you feel pretty comfortable, makes you feel like there's a lot of good things with this. So you do have a lot of good action. You have a lot of good activities. And the feeling overall is just really prominent with this job as you sort of move along. Right? The Hierophant is an excellent. Six of Swords does say it does progress a little slower than you would like. So, Tori, thank you for your donation. The Queen of Pentacles overall says this is a good money-making opportunity. It's kind of what you want, kind of where you're focused. Get the money, get some activities going, and get it pretty action-packed up in there. And I think that is going to be the big factor here. But this is looking really good. I mean, you're looking for a job reading where you kind of see what's next. Where do we go next? That's huge. There's a lot of good things embedded within that reading, Blah. So I would definitely hang on to that and enjoy where you got it, right? M, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you so much. All right. Let's go back to the Tarot Tower. Let's do a little Dark Mansion, shall we? Shall we do some Dark Mansion for Bookmark Bells? A little love reading. That is what we need. That is what we need tonight. We need more love. There's a lot of love happening everywhere. We need a lot of it tonight, too, right? Need that love, need that action, need some of the support network that we get with all of that love. And indeed, that's where I want to be tonight. All right. Let's see how that is going to go, my friends. General love, Six of Wands, Tower, Queen of Pentacles. Are you in a relationship now? Is there something now? Do you have someone that you're focused on? Are you in a relationship now? It seems like the interesting thing about the Hermit and the Tower is you're about to be broken. You're about to break through into something, a new perspective, something new, something exciting, something that's a little different, something that's going to keep your attention. Basically, you're on the precipice of a cliff, looking down, and you're about to take an adventure off of it. So there's something big coming. Hermit and the Tower, your lifestyle, your aloneness, your sort of being single is about to crumble down. So a lot of things that you rely upon, a lot of things that you're used to is about to get shaken up a little bit. And that's pretty exciting, right? Because the Queen of Pentacles says there's something more stable in the background, something more stable coming up for you, a new opportunity as well. Nikona, thank you for your donation. But yeah, this is pretty damn exciting. Queen of Pentacles is very stable, very activity oriented, and has a lot of potential. And the first card being the Lord of Victory gives you that feeling, right? That it's time to not be alone anymore. And that sort of, begs the question, how many habits do you have that you rely on? How many things do you do that you need? Because a lot of these goes away once you get into a relationship. So the Hermit in the Tower says some of the things that you're accustomed to may come crumbling down, or you may not have time for these because somebody else is in your life, basically. So you got something good coming. Something is definitely around the corner. That Tower, it's usually a bad card, but next to something that you wouldn't mind changing, it's not a bad card. You know what I mean? That's not a bad card at all. Rose, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. Well, let's see. We got birthday reading for Don Ron as well. Power of the P, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Let's sort of get the This Might Hurt Tarot and do that and get that done. Let's see. This might hurt. Always on the go. Yeah? That could be something that's changing indeed. I mean, that does kind of point to that, right? All right. What's coming up for me and my lust interest? All right. Between now and what was the rest of the question? Let's see. Lust interest. Let's see. Between now and the end of summer. It's a pretty short time frame. We're definitely moving. We got some movement cards. We got two movement cards right next to each other. You definitely have some movement, some activity around the corner. There definitely is something sort of pending, something moving, something activity oriented as it goes. The Ace of Wands next to the Chariot says that you do have some movement that's coming rather quickly, right? It comes rather quickly. It's almost spontaneous in feel, the activity associated with this as well. So I think almost like the lust interest, gets in there. The lust interest becomes something a little more than just an interest. It may look like things progress along. You definitely have some movement, some activity within that. Normally, you might see two movement cards being maybe they're moving, or maybe they're leaving. Maybe they're going to be long gone by the end of summer. But almost seems like things are heating up literally at the end of this, right? Could be a trip as well. I mean, you do have two action movement, but it seems like there's some action and some stability oriented with that. So there's something within the movement. It's not raw movement. It's something within the movement, something that's happening, something that's getting going, something that's starting up. And the Ace of Wands said it is starting up indeed. So it's pretty exciting. I think that you definitely have some interesting things. You could be doing some lusty things by the end of summer, basically. So it's kind of interesting. It's almost like saying take some action. And if you do, things get moving pretty quickly, right? Maybe flirt with a person, maybe talk to them. I mean, I don't know. I don't know exactly the situation, but the Ace of Wands says basically, instigating something, or maybe smiling at them, or saying hello, or, I don't know. I don't know. Entertainment purposes only, obviously, but, it seems like something instigates and then something activates. And that could be an exact thing that you kind of want. I'm just saying. Tarot addiction. Am I supposed to stay with my partner, or is it time to move on? Oh, there's some good cards for this one. There's some great cards for this one. Let's go with the art. Let's go with the revival art. I think that's going to be a good one for this. A little bit of a revival art feel as that goes. And let's see what happens here. All right. Stay with the partner. It's time to move on. That would have been the last set of cards. The last set of cards would have been great for this, because we have a lot of moving on things. But let's see. Knight of Wands is a move on card. Seven of Swords is a move on card. The Two of Swords and Justice. I think it's time to move on. We got a couple of moving on type of things. We got the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands has that fiery feel, which you need. You need that fiery feel, right? We need it. We need that fiery feel. Seven of Swords is, again, getting out and taking what you can with you. Taking what you can with you. It may be your pride. It may be the toothbrush that you left over at their house. Definitely something. You want to grab your stuff and get out. You want to grab your stuff and get out. The Two of Swords says there's a big disconnect here that may be causing this to sort of manifest, right? There may be some challenges. There may be some things that you need to do that we haven't done. It could be long-term challenges as well. Two of Swords does sort of separate worlds, making a decision. You do have decisions that need to be made, decisions with communication in mind. Justice overall asks the question, tarot addiction. Here you have the question. What brings you balance? What brings balance into this? Okay. Is this something to where you're out of balance, to where it is way too much? Maybe they're a little smothering. Maybe they're a little bit non-caring. Maybe they don't have the type of things that you need to make you happy. But justice says you need balance. Where does balance reside? Does it reside outside, or does it reside inside of this particular connection? That's sort of what it's asking here, and kind of where you have to make that decision, right? What is going to be the most important thing? With the reading, it says balance. And we have more than one hint of basically taking what you have and moving on. Obviously, entertainment purposes only, but there is that. Geraldine, welcome to the stream. Does staying at my job mean being fired if the personnel shrinks? How does it look applying to other jobs? Oh, that's interesting. Let's find out. Let's go with Gregory Scott. I think is going to be the deck to have right now. That is going to be the deck to have, because that's going to be pretty cool. All right. Eventually being fired if shrinking. So basically they're laying off people. Should I look for another job or should I stay, basically? And if I stay, are they going to can me? Star says go somewhere else. Chariot says go somewhere else. Fool says go somewhere else. And the Five of Pentacles says they're probably going to entertainment purposes only. It doesn't look good where you're at. It does not look good at all. The Star says find another spot. Basically, find another spot. Applying to other jobs looks decent. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. But finding another spot seems a lot better. Chariot says move on as well. It's time to go, right? The Fool. This is the bad part. You have two movement cards, and you're like, yay, movement. The Chariot is a determined movement with a defined plan. In other words, don't just apply anywhere. There are some obvious jobs, some low-hanging fruit that you can apply for, that you can pursue, that you can look at, that will have good ramifications for you. The Star says those are pretty obvious. I think that you understand the market. You understand where you need to be. The problem comes, Ms. Dwar, thank you for your donation. The Fool says the problem is it's an unknown quantity, right? There is an unknown quantity. I mean, I know I'm going to get a paycheck at the current job, but if I get a new job, is it going to be the same? Is it going to be different? How is it going to feel? And the Five of Pentacles says there's a lot of concern about that, because staying where you're at does have some security, benefits to it. Even if they are shrinking personnel, there is some benefits to being there, and there is some concern that you're not going to make enough money if you leave. That's the bottom line, right? You may not make enough money if you leave, and you have to be aware of that, right? Tarot Addiction, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. Pick A or B. Which one will I end up with? That calls for a throwdown.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
We have a tarot throwdown. If you're not familiar, by the way, if you're not familiar with a tarot throwdown, that's when we have two choices that go head to head in the ring, and they engage in massive mortal combat. Who will win? Who will win? Will it be A or will it be B? A, my friends, is going to be up here. Is A look good? Does A look good? And we're going to end up with this. Probably not. And then we look at B. Holy crap, B wins. All right, B, we got a thumbs up. B wins, my friend.
Hooray!
B is looking mighty nice. You're not going to end up with A. There's a lot of things in your way. There are a lot of changes happening. There's a lot of changes happening. There's a lot of things that you just don't want to deal with. And, overall, at the end of the day, that's not going to be something you're going to be happy with. You have to have a little bit better options. Now, let's look at the beauty of the night. Let's look at the beauty of the night. Look at this crap. Look at this beautiful, beautiful read. The new adventure, the new stability, the new found second house feel of this particular B option looks amazing. And the match, the lovers, the match looks so nice. It looks so nice. But the biggest factor here, Tori, the biggest factor here is almost an unlimited amount of opportunities with choice B. Look at this. Look at carrying the seed pods. fertilizing the land, the unlimited amount of choices, the unlimited amount of awesome things with B is unparalleled. It really is. All right, MM, will my ex and I reconcile? MM, let's find out. Let's find out. Nakota wants a throwdown too. It's a throwdown night. I mean, I'm just saying, if I'm going to throw down, it's going to be on a Friday night, and it is going to be damn exciting over here. I'm telling you now. All right, let's find out what is going on. What is happening? Because this looks really interesting. MM, I can tell you right now that MM's read is going to be interesting. Okay, I just get that feel. Just get that feel. Reconciliation looks like it's going to be damn near impossible. It looks difficult. It looks difficult. Do you want to reconcile? MM, where are you at? MM. Do you want to reconcile? Do you really? Do you really? MM. Do you really think that's possible? I mean, there's an air of impossibility to it. The Page of Wands doesn't know what they're doing. They're wandering into this fiery aspect of the wands, but they're a beginner. They're a newbie. They don't know what the hell they're doing. And the worst part is the Magician. So many other things. Ms. Dwar, yes, you do. Yes, you will get a reading. By the way, you are here, Ms. Dwar. And we are here. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 to go. I know if you're new to the channel, by the way, this channel is really busy. so I apologize. It's really busy. So, I mean, there's that. The Magician says you have a lot of other options. You have a lot better things. I mean, MM, at the end of the day, you got a lot better things you can do. Really, really a lot better things that you can do with that. So it just looks challenged. It looks challenged indeed. Not something maybe that you want to just throw down. Speaking of throwdown, we have a 3-way throwdown.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
For business, career. All right, 3 ways. We're going to do it 3 ways, Nakona. We got 1, we got 2. So A, B, and C. A, B, and C. A says, interesting. B says much better. Overall, I'd go with B. I don't really know what the question is. Basically, career, business. There's a lot of things working against you in the A column. There's a lot of disconnect between you and the money that comes in the A column. A column looks interesting, but very challenged. Can I get through that? Yes. Is that a pain in the ass? Yes. I would say A is just completely out. The Devil really ruins it, and the Hanged Man kind of ruins it more or less. B looks so nice. You have this beautiful connection with the 2. You have the strength. We have this sort of solid steel connection that happens between these elements on B. B looks amazing. B looks absolutely amazing. C, though, C is interesting. C looks like a very rough start, but it gets better. So if you want to go with C, don't expect miracles. Don't expect things to be just magically working. It looks like it's a hell of a bad start. It looks like it's a very challenging start indeed. You're going to have to sort of put up with whatever you can put up with, right, on C. So, I mean, I'm just saying C looks okay. But B is the clear winner on here. If you're looking for A, B, or C, I think that B is the absolute winner. ES has a question. ES, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Rose, if a Payway's promotion coming in July, Rose, let's check it out. Check it out with a little bit of the Witchling Academy. Witchling Academy. I love this. I love the Witchling Academy, I gotta say. All right. Pay raise and a promotion. That's a big ask. Before we start, that's a really big ask in mid-year. Normally, if we get a pay raise or promotion, wouldn't it be end of the year? I mean, that's my experience, but you let me know. You let me know. Queen of Cups, Nine of Swords, and Strength. It basically says no. You have to be patient with it. Strength says maybe there's some patience that needs to be exhibited here. There's a lot of things that need to be worked out, that need to be fixed, that need to be handled with in regards to this. Strength says that, you do need to exhibit patience in this matter, right? This could be something that does require a little bit of that patience. And I guess I'm sort of back to, hang on, I got to text something. All right, I guess I'm sort of back to the bottom line of, it may be later. It may not be July. And we're talking about concern and worry. If you're really hanging everything on this, that may not be the best solution if you're really hanging everything on this. But having that passion, having that dedication, and chasing what you need is going to be okay, because I do think that you get it. I do think that you get one or both of these this year, but not in July. Again, strength, a little bit of a concern, but a little bit of worry, but overall good news. Overall good news is in the cards. All right. Give me, let's see, well, just, all right. Power of the P. We're going to look forward to super soon. Power of the P. Let's find out. By grabbing a deck of cards. We'll get this one. I do enjoy this one. It's very nice indeed. It's very nice. The Wonderland Tarot, right? All right. Don Ron has started the lust. It's a lusty Friday. If you're going to have a lot of lust, it might as well be on a Friday. Let's face the facts, right? Let's face the facts. It might as well be on a Friday. Yogi, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Let's see. Judgment. Interesting. Moon, Ace of Wands. Super soon. You're sort of looking at judgment. Sort of looking at the new opportunity, sort of looking at something bursting out of the seam, something coming that is unexpected. It's almost like that you have expected this previously. It did not work out the way that you wanted it worked out, but I think it's coming back. It is returning. We have this feeling that something exciting is returning. Something exciting is coming back. It is coming our way, and that's where we sort of want it to be. Now, the moon does say this is a little bit of a differential thing. In other words, it brings in good and bad at the same time. That's sort of an interesting aspect considering that the Ace of Wands is next. It's almost like super soon you do have something unexpected. This was expected previously, but it didn't work out, but now it is returning. The moon, life up. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. The moon says, yeah, this is going to be something that does require some work. It requires a little bit of outside of our comfort zone. But the Ace of Wands is the biggest thing. In other words, this is a window of opportunity that's open up that you need to chase. So this is something, again, unexpected that was expected previously, but you're going to have to put some effort into it and chase it in order for this to work out long term and in order for this to blossom in the way that you want it to, right? Let's see. Who is next? Ms. Dwar. Let's see what Miss Dwar has here. I hope is Dwar or Dwar? I'm not sure. I don't know how to pronounce that. If I'm butchering it, let me know because I apologize in advance. Anyway, Paula, welcome to Stream. Falling Star Tarot, what is up? Good to see you. Who else did we get that snuck in here? Spiritual Essence DC, what is going on? It's a busy night as always. Life up, thank you for your other donation. All right. How long will I suffer from disassociation? I want to use the Dream Keeper Tarot. I think that is going to be an excellent deck for this, because that is something that is difficult to deal with, right? Disassociation, trying to figure out how things go, trying to determine where we're going to be, things like that. Yeah, that is interesting. How long will I suffer from it? Okay, before we start, this is not medical advice. This is a general reading dealing with disassociation. So we need to understand that. Ace of Cups says that you do, okay, this is obviously entertainment purposes only. Ace of Cups, do you get some kind of, not enjoyment, is it a safe place to be? Is it a safe place to be? This is what we have. It seems that you sometimes come back to it. Even when you do get away from it, you sometimes come back because it's a known quantity maybe, or it's something that feels comfortable. It's something that you know. It's something that you know is going to be there. It's something that brings you safety sometimes. It's something that brings you, something that you want to come back to. Seven of Swords. It gives you a way to sort of sneak out and take what you want, and with leaving behind some things that you don't want. High Priestess says it is something you do need to get help for, right? If you can get help for it, if you can get counseling, if you can go to the doctor and talk about it, and sort of see, what a professional can help you with. Because the High Priestess is about knowledge. It is about expertise. And if you can find somebody that understands the situation, understands how it is, and maybe that can help you, that has been there, that is in a position to help you with it, then that's going to be a big boon for you. You know what I mean? A big boon for you, a big benefit if you can find a professional to help. But there is some level of enjoyment because, again, it does bring safety. It does bring a known quantity. It feels like something familiar, something familiar is there. We can get it. The Page of Swords also says it is a communication style, or it is a way of dealing with things, right? It's a way of dealing with things that works, basically. Page of Swords, you can have the communication, you can have it dealing with, but this is not the best way to deal with things. Getting a professional to assist is going to be your best solution. It is something that you can come back to, and it is something that does bring a level of predictability, a level of predictability to sometimes an unpredictable world or an unpredictable environment, right? Anyway, all right. So hopefully that made sense. Hopefully. Tarot addiction. Is there someone else that I'm supposed to be with? Tarot addiction? There may be indeed. There may be somebody else. Let's find out by using the brand new, my friends, Super Lunaris Tarot. Super Lunaris Tarot. This is version 2. We just got this. Now, Boo Boo now has version 1, I think. Boo Boo, did you get the package already? Let me know. Let me know if you got all the good stuff already. And in the meantime, we're going to use version 2 for this and find out for tarot addiction, is there somebody else that you need to be with? Is there somebody lurking in the sidelines? Is there somebody there that you absolutely require? You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe. King of Cups, Knight of Swords, and that's interesting. The Six of Cups is upside down. I'm going to go no. There are people that you can be with. There are people that will make you happy. Is there somebody that is destined to be for you? Is there somebody that's destined to sort of open up and be that person that you need them to be? The Knight of Swords says more of getting out and finding different people, finding a variety of people, having different experiences. But all of those experiences don't work out. It could be a difficult situation where things just don't work out. Things just don't happen the way that you want them to. And there's almost a disconnect between you and other people. And so that sort of feels like that, right? Maybe we have a little bit of a disconnect and we're not getting some of the people that we need. We're not getting some of the connections that we need. But as far as a person that's sort of destined, I really don't see it within this reading. But again, it's just an entertainment reading. I just don't see anything. I guess we're going with thumbs down. thumbs down right now. That doesn't mean there's never going to be anybody. That just means right now, as far as the tarot is concerned, there's going to be on-off relationships. There's going to be challenges. There's going to be ups and downs as far as that goes. But you just gotta kind of go with what you get at the moment, and that person is just not sort of there at the moment. By the way, if you're in the queue like Life Up is, Life Up, we're here and you are here. So we got 1, 2, 3 in front of you. There we go. All right, let's go with the next one over here with Boo Boo. And Boo Boo likes the thoth, but Boo Boo, we got to change it up. Girl, we got to change it up sometimes. You know what I mean? And, that 4. That 4 is challenging. I'm going to say no. I don't see a lust interest. This is very boring. High Priest, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. This is very boring. We have an Ace of Pentacles. We have an 8 of Pentacles, a kind of a boring kind of people that you're meeting. Atlanta, thank you for your donation. But I'd say no. I mean, we're going with a thumbs down on this. No, we got to delay. We got to delay until your next lust encounter. There is a bit of time you're going to have to understand. And you do have opportunities, but they're a little more on the boring side, a little more on the predictable side, a little more on the average everyday side, right? It's like meeting an accountant. You're going out with an accountant, No offense to any accountants in chat. I'm just saying it feels like maybe you're sort of going out with an accountant. But yeah, a little bit on that side indeed. All right, who we got next? We got ES. ES has a question. I'm glad that you have a question because I have an answer. ES. Okay, I think my ES has a question. ES, what's your question? I don't see you. Did you ask the question? ES, let me know what your question is. I have no idea what it is. I don't see you saying anything in chat. ES, let me know. I mean, did ES ask a question somewhere and my application didn't pick it up? Let me scroll up and look. Ariel, thank you for your subscription. So we got MM, we got Nakona, Rose Flower, we got Power of the P, we got Ms. Dwar, we got Tarot Addiction, we got that, we got ES. ES, I don't see your question. Let me know what okay, there you go. Finally, we got your question. Cool. All right, let me pop in and highlight it. Okay. My boyfriend of 4 years is going through financial papers while I'm sleeping. Is he just, that sounds bad. Is he just being curious nosy, or is he prepping to do scamming against me? Oh, Jesus, that's bad. That's bad. Well, now, entertainment purposes only, obviously. This is just a tarot reading. He's, okay, we're going out on a limb here because this looks bad. This looks bad. So obviously, again, entertainment purposes only. Justice says that there is a legal reason, or there is a reason that he's doing this. It's not random. There's a reason that he's doing this. And NC, thanks for your donation. The 8 of Swords says that he's having problems doing it without these papers. So he needs something in the papers in order to do what he wants to do. 8 of Cups is an abandonment and leaving card. And the Queen of Wands is a preparatory card, or a preparation card. Overall, this looks bad. Obviously, again, entertainment purposes only. Okay, entertainment purposes only. This looks rough. And we're going to stop it there. Yeah, you may want to review. You may want to rewind this and look at that again. That's a lot of rough cards. That is quite a few rough cards. Yogi, though. Yogi says that, how will my weekend go? Hopefully good. By the way, we're ending soon. We got 10 million readings. We got to run through them eventually. ES, that looks bad. Okay. Let's find out. That was a rough read. Let's get a little more casual read for a Yogi. Yeah. Hopefully Yogi doesn't have somebody rustling through their financial papers. That looks kind of challenged. Okay. All right. Oh, man. By the way, if you're wondering where you're in the queue, Atlanta, so we have this one, and then so you are 4 away, Atlanta. You are 4 away, my friends. How will my weekend go? It's going to be action-packed. Going to have a lot of things happening. Knight of Swords, a lot of activities, a lot of things moving, a lot of things going on. Princess of Swords, it's time to communicate with those that are important to you. That's kind of important. You need to communicate. This is big. We're in Mercury retrograde. There's possibilities of miscommunication. There's possibilities of problems sort of this weekend. And you need to take action. You need to take some things that are going to be important to you. And I think the King of Wands says to move through, to take those actions to get it done. In other words, get your ass busy. Get busy. This weekend is going to be busy. It's going to be action-packed, and it's going to go like that. It's going to go like that. So be prepared. Be prepared. You got a lot of things happening this weekend. All right. We got more reads here. We got Life Up. I will see MG this weekend. If so, how will it be? Life Up. We are going to do the Poe for you, my friend. We're going to do the, no, we don't do the Poe. We are going to do the Mons Tarot for you. I'm just saying, this is pretty damn exciting right now. Yeah, ES, you got to listen to your intuition. That's going to be important. You're going to see MG. How will MG react? How will it go? How will this interaction be at the end of the day for MG? Let's find out what is exactly going to happen with that. So, 8 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, and the Sun being a fantastic card. It looks like the interaction is going to be great. The MG, seeing MG is going to be sunshiny. You're going to have a lot of sun. It is summer. You're going to have a lot of sun. You're going to have a lot of activities. You're going to have a lot of fun. It looks like it's going to be great. Now, there is a lot of things that we need to do for planning. I think MG wants to do some things that may be a little bit different than what you want to do. Definitely going to have to come to some sort of a back and forth with that. I think MG has some interesting news for you. MG has some interesting news for you this weekend, basically, is what this is saying here, right? The 8 of Swords says you may not want to act on that immediately. Definitely don't communicate emotionally. Stop, think about it, move slowly, and then sort of process that as it goes. Samantha, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you so much. All right, let's use the same deck and get the next question in the queue, again from Life Up. If MG sees I'm moving on from our relationship, let's see, how will it be if they see that they're moving on from the relationship? Well, basically just said it. I mean, there are decisions that need to be made with that, right? Overall, it looks like it goes well. I don't see any challenges, but moving on may not be the best solution overall. Try to come to sort of a negotiation, or try to come to sort of some sort of a middle ground. Some sort of middle ground, right? Because that's kind of where you want to be. Atlanta, speaking of which, Atlanta wants to know a career reading, please, because we need money. This is one of those times where money is going to be a big plus with a career, getting moving up, getting moving on, and having all of those opportunities. That's going to be big there, right? The Chariot. Oh, man. Hierophant. Atlanta, are you working? Atlanta, are you working? It's okay. Basically, it's saying move to another company or move to a company. Get moving, right? Get moving. Move to a company. Move in a direction that is going to be purposeful for your career. Basically, he says to get action and to get that movement happening. The Chariot into the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a big company. It's a bigger company. It's almost like move into a bigger company or move into a bigger place, and focus on where you want to be long term. Don't focus on where you want to be short term, is what it's saying, right? Because the Knight of Wands says that the more action that you take towards your career, in other words, expanding it, maybe getting some certifications, reading some books, doing some things, expanding your career. Knight of Wands, chasing what you want, okay? High Priest, you did not get skipped. High Priest, you are next in the queue. So we are, well, actually, this is reporting incorrectly. This is reporting incorrectly, basically, because this application sucks. Mine is much better. Mine is much better. But High Priest, you're not skipped. You are next, my friend. All right. But the Knight of Wands says that the more action that you can take, the better off you're going to be in the long run. The Hanged Man says some of your opportunities may not be as obvious as you think, right? You want to sort of really focus on the opportunities that are going to be the best for you, because there is some low-hanging fruit that if you take it, it's going to dead end you and you're going to have a problem. So be aware of that and be careful out there. But moving to the place you want to be, moving to something big, moving and more focus is going to make you happy in the long run. All right, and that is your career. And now we have High Priest. Now we have High Priest. Okay, you were right. You got the rental assistance. Well, cool. You applied for buyer procurement specialist at Infosys for Irving, Texas. Been my dream job for me with this type of job. Ooh, okay. So you want to see how that goes, I assume. High Priest, you didn't really have a question in there, so I'm assuming you want to see how it goes. For this, I want to use this right here. Now, this used to be Christina's favorite deck, but it is now a second place. It is now a close second place for the favorite deck. So, yeah, this is going to be a good one, though. I'm familiar with Infosys in Irving, Texas, because I live pretty close. All right. Well, let's see. Applied for the buyer procurement. Basically, how's that going to go? 10 of Wands, 5 of Wands. Okay, well, Lovers, 5 of Wands. It's good. It looks good. Overall, if you're looking and you're saying, what is my temperature? How is this going to go? What kind of feels do we have on this? The 10 of Wands says that's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of work. They're going to work you pretty good. I don't think that you're going to be relaxing. You're going to be sort of hanging out. 2 more reads. You're not going to be relaxing, hanging out. It is a lot of work. The good news is it's something that's you're pretty good at. You have the skill level to approach it. You have the skill level to chase it, and it's going to be fairly decent because the Lover says it's a good match. So if you're looking for a good match, this is it. If you're looking for something that is going to be beneficial for you to chase, this is it. But if you're looking for something that's going to be easy, this is not it. If you're looking for something that's going to be non-competitive, this is not it as well. You have a lot of competition out there for the things that you need to be in overall. If you just sort of pursue it, you sort of go for it, I think there's a lot of potential, a lot of good stuff embedded in there. So that's looking really nice. That is looking really nice. Yeah, boo-boo, we got 2 more. We got NC and we got Samantha. Okay, for now, let's do NC. What's really going on with SC? Mind about me. Looking into somebody else's mind, my friends, is what the tarot does the best. I gotta say, it is what the tarot does the best. Cheyenne, thank you for following me on Instagram. By the way, if you don't have my Instagram, it is up here in just a minute. It'll be The Tarot Oracle on Instagram. I post paintings, I draw cards, I do art, I post videos. There's a lot of good stuff on Instagram. Be sure to follow me, please. What's going on in their mind about me? They think that they understand you, but they don't. That's the bottom line. That's the problem, okay? The problem here is that they think they know you, but they don't. They just don't know you. They just don't have the perspective that they need to understand you, because the 3 of Swords, it almost feels like that you're disappointing them a lot, right? You're having a problem. You're not doing what they expect. And a lot of times you're just not in that mode. They really, really are a bit addicted to you, kind of. The Lovers, right? A little bit of an addiction to you. They're sort of hovering over you, a little bit too interested in what you do. And again, you disappoint them a lot. Is it something that, is it something that's a problem? Is it something that's a problem? It doesn't seem like that. It seems like that if you just sort of hang out, if you just sort of let them do their thing, if you just sort of let them go and do what they need and do whatever let their mind wander off in whatever direction that they're going to go, it's going to be better than trying to force them out or trying to force them to do something, basically, right? And that's sort of what they are. They have expectations you're not meeting, you're disappointing them, and overall, it just looks like something that's in their head. You can't really get in there and fix it. There's nothing you can do to Band-Aid it up, right? You can't really Band-Aid it up and just magically fix it or anything like that. For the last read, Samantha, do my family members understand my illness? All right, Sam, let's find out if they understand you. They understand your illness, and how is that going to go in the long run, right? How's that going to go? Bottom line. All right. Family members are going to be tricky with this. They really are. You have the Four of Bows, otherwise known as the Four of Wands, right? You are family. So they do not understand some aspects of it, but they understand most of it. I think they understand life up. Life up. Let me know what your other question is. They understand what they need to understand, basically, right? Hang on. All right. They understand what they need to understand. Okay, that's the bottom line, right? So that's going to be one of the factors here. They understand what they need to. They're not fully grasping every aspect of it. They're not medical professionals. They're not experts at everything, right? But they understand enough. Does that make sense? And the world tree just kind of says the tree of life, right? The factors that go into this is going to be what they can figure out is going to be sufficient. I think they understand enough. They're not medical professionals. They don't understand every aspect, but they understand how it affects you, how it affects them, and whatnot. But yeah, there is that. All right. Life Up. I have no idea what your other question is. Life Up. What's your question? Around me for the week. Overall energy around me for the week. All right, let's see. All right, let's see indeed. Overall energy is the Lovers. It is energy that involves other people, energy that involves communicating with other people, energy that involves sort of being there for other people. I think some people rely on you as a support network, as a support force, right? As far as that goes. Eight of Pentacles says basically the more effort you put into this week, the more effort you put into that, the better off you're going to be. And don't get emotionally invested in too many things. Don't get emotionally invested in everything. Be sure to pick and choose what your battles are, basically, for that. Anyway, that is the end of tonight's show. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you tomorrow.
It's no use working 9 to 5 if you want more than